top news is coming in from the business fraternity. Sensex rises over 300 points. This is a fresh all-time high that it has hit. Nifty trades near 21,300. Now the Sensex pack has surged 339 points to hit a lifetime high, while the broader NSE Nifty index has also moved 115 points up to touch a record high. Shailendra Bhatnagar is joining me now from Business Today for the details on this. Shailendra, do also break it down for the viewer, or what precisely is this? This is clearly an all-time high. It's a big news for Nifty specifically, but do help us understand why is this such a significant development?
Thank you first of all for having me here, and we've been having a party on the Lal Street. I think the Christmas party has come a bit earlier, and the reason is fairly simple. Just a day before yesterday evening, the US Federal Reserve in America said that they are done with their interest rate cycle in terms of hiking rates, and in 2024 there will be good news that interest rates will come down. So it's basically a very, very strong signal that the US Federal Reserve has sent globally to all bulls that from now on the softening of interest rates will continue. And as you know, everything in business depends on borrowing costs. So if borrowing costs go down, it automatically means that profits will be higher, other things remaining safe. Therefore, you see this very, very strong rally that's happening across the board, and especially in India. 2 weeks ago, we had this wonderful electoral victory that was very well appreciated by the market of the BJP. And just a day before yesterday, we have this wonderful news coming in. So it's totally an Amrit Kal that's happening on Indian stock markets. And that's the reason why you see this fantastic move on the Sensex and the Nifty towards the record high, ma'am.
I appreciate how you're bringing in the social, political angles as well, because that is true. We think that the business fraternity or the market is currently completely isolated from the developments, but there is definitely a connection somewhere that does impact as well. Can you tell us, Shailendra, yes, if there are some big gainers here? Which are that big gainers specifically because of that rise? How does it impact the business community as well?
Okay, the first thing that I'd like to point out that everything across the economy is interlinked. We watch elections with as much enthusiasm and how should I say rigor as you do. And that's the reason, you know, there is this huge party happening. But the biggest point that I'd like to make here is that there seems to be continuity. This is what the market is believing. Continuity in the government, continuity in the policies, and therefore the biggest gainers are actually the government companies, especially railway stocks. There has been a runaway demand for companies like IRFC, companies like the recently listed IREDA. This is the renewable energy space. The entire fertilizer SPAC is doing very well. Defense counters are doing well. So our understanding in the market is that the policies that Mr. Narendra Modi, the Prime Minister of India, has put into place over the last 10 years are most likely to continue post-May, because the semi-final that happened in the 3 state elections saw the BJP handsomely winning with huge majorities. And that's the continuity that the market is appreciating. And that is something which is adding a lot of enthusiasm as far as bulls are concerned. Yes. I cannot even begin to tell you how much of fresh money is coming into markets, and that's the reason for this bull run, ma'am.
Incredible. Indian stock market that has witnessed overnight this sudden jump, and clearly, as Shailendra is telling us, remember, this is as much a cheer, but it's also important, because for a rising power like India to have an economy that's stable, to have a stock market that is rising, while there are, of course, stable governments in states and centre, all of this collectively helps the country too. Appreciate you joining us, Shailendra Bhatnagar, with the Sensex and Nifty that are reaching all-time high and breaking it down for us.